All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, from wherever you're joining from. Basically, there are a few tokens, okay, that I'm actually looking at. Some of the trades are already running, and some I'm still waiting for them, to come back to, to where I went to enter them. Okay. So what we'll basically do as always, for those of you joining via YouTube, you can always use the comment section, okay? And don't forget to smash that like button, okay? Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, you are welcome to subscribe, okay? If you are new to the channel, you are welcome to subscribe to the channel. And the next thing I need to do right now is for those of you in the Zoom, use the comment section, okay? Or you can just indicate by raising your hand. You can use the comment section or just indicate by raising your hand, okay? So for MAV, I posted, somebody was wondering whether to short or to long. Well, it all depends on what you want, okay? But as you can see on the daily time frame, MAV is breaking out, okay, of this resistance at that, 57, 58 cent. Okay, so MAV is breaking out and I'm going to make my decision based on the daily time frame. All right. So I want to wait for the close of this candle on the daily time frame. I want to wait for the close of this candle on the daily time frame. And the target, what I'm looking at for MAV, maybe $1 or even up to $2. All right. So if this breakout is actually going to, work. All right. If at the end of the close of this candle, which will close 14 hours from now, okay, if this comes back down, then this, breakout is not valid. All right. The only thing that will make this breakout valid is if this candle closes with a body above this level we are looking at. Okay, so if we look at the 12 hours time frame, you can see that breakout on this 12 hours candle, and this candle will close in the next 2 hours. All right, then we go to the next, half of the day. All right, so 2 hours from now, we're already done with half day. Okay, the remaining half is what we'll be paying attention to. So I want to see how all of this played out. Starting from 2 hours from now. Okay, starting from 2 hours from now, I want to see how this plays out, and then I'll be looking for long from this level up to that level of $2 plus. Okay. Basically, you don't just enter this market, okay? Wait for a pullback to that zone there. Okay, if we get this market back to around that 58, $57 level, then we can be taking it from there upward. All right, that's basically what I'm looking at for MAV. Okay, that's basically what I'm looking at for MAV and all of that. So the same thing you'll see here on the 8 hours time frame. Okay, we still have that candle sitting at that zone there. So let's see how that candle closes. If we don't have a week down and all of that, then it means that that breakout is actually valid. Then we can start looking at taking a trade from there to the upside. Okay. So the other token that I'm looking at would be, if I scroll down here, I have a lot of tokens that I'm looking at. I'm looking at G2. I'm looking at a lot of tokens. For G2, I'm looking for a buy. Okay. For G2, I'm looking for a buy. All right, so we just rejected at this resistance here, and I don't know if I can get back this my golden level, which is that 1.8. If we do that, all right, I'm going to wait patiently for this market, so there's no need to rush into this. If we get back to that 1.8, which is around my golden level and all of that, starting from this move up there, then I'll be looking for a buy. Okay, so my buy setup for G2 will be around this area. Okay, anything from there, I'll be targeting this previous high here or this resistance level or even higher depending on how the market plays out, okay, on G2. All right, for DYDX2, I'm equally looking for buys. Okay, I'm looking for buys for DYDX. I'm looking at 2.7, all right, anything from 2.7 down to that $2.3 level. So basically what I'll be doing for DYDX just to set limit orders for that. For AVAX 2, I'm patiently waiting for this. All these tokens all depends on how BTC plays out, okay? It all depends on how BTC plays out and all of that, or the move on Ethereum and all of that, okay? For AVAX 2, I'm looking for buy. All right, I'm looking for buys and all of that. So I'm patiently waiting for this token to come to my zone. That is where I'll be looking for buys, and I can hold that trade maybe until we get to either 41, 45 until we get to that level of 48 or even $50 level for AVAX. All right. And then for the WLD token, I'm equally looking for buys around this area here. Okay. Alternatively, as you can see my trend line here, if you wait for the breakout of that trend line, that could give you a good setup. But basically what this means is, a breakout and then a retest. Okay. And then we move up and all of that. That's basically what I'm looking at for WLD. All right. And as always, so those of you who don't know already, the way I trade, which is why you see my stop loss this big. Okay. Once my trade here is triggered, I have, other limit orders to buy in case we have, a fake out or maybe like a swing failure pattern and all of that. I want to take that trade at the end of the day. My stop loss will just be maybe 1 to 2, 3% and all of that. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at for WLD. I'm looking for buys if we can get, down to that 2.6, 2.7 area. I'll be looking to buy to the upside. I'm equally looking at buying, INJ. Okay. I'm equally looking at buy setup for INJ. But basically, at the moment, okay, INJ is currently at, this area. We're currently consolidating between this area of resistance down to this support area down here. All right. So a breakout out of this resistance area, anything above $44 and all of that could be, we could be expecting a massive move for INJ, maybe to $50 plus and all of that. Okay. So what I'm basically doing, if INJ comes back to $35, $36 level again, I'll start building a long position for that. Okay. If we do get back to $36, $35 again for INJ, I'll start building a long position for that. If we don't get down here, then I'll wait for the breakout. Anything from 44, okay, 0.5 up to $45 and all of that, I'll be looking to long INJ to the upside. So my eyes are on this token right now. I'll wait to see how it plays out, and then I'll be taking a trade appropriately. Okay. And 10,000 ladies too. I'm looking for buys if we can get down to that 50 cent level. Okay, 50, 52 cent. That is 0.00052 or 50 area. I'll be looking for, buys for INJ. If I'm going to do this for spot, then I can hold this until we get to that 0.001 and all of that. Okay. So that's basically what I'm looking at for 10,000 ladies. All right. These things may take time before it plays out, but I don't mind. Okay, I'm ready to wait for it. And I'm equally looking at buy setup for big time. Okay, I'm looking at buy setup for big time. And then my buying zone is just at this 200 moving average. All right. I don't want to see big time go below that area and all of that, but I will equally have this other area here in mind. Okay. I will equally have this zone here in mind as well. And then I'm going to put stop loss just slightly below that area in case we go, below this wick here. All right. So my stop loss will just be slightly below that wick and all of that. So I'm looking for buy setup too for big time. And then for unction, unction is pumping. All right. I gave this call a few days ago for those of you who have been on it and all of that. If you're able to pick unction, I've been holding on to that trade since around $20. Yes, since around $20 and all of that. So unction has been going well. Okay. But we do have a resistance somewhere around that $30 level. So let's see how all of this plays out. Whichever way we are going to take trades accordingly. All right. If it gives us the setup. But right now, if you're not in this trade already, either you wait to scalp the rejection, okay, at that $30.1 level, or just wait for a breakout of this area. You take a long trade or wait for a pullback, okay, and then you can consider taking a long trade from here to the upside. All right. If you want to use your Fibonacci retracement to look for pullback, you just take it from here. In this case, I'll be targeting that $30.1 level. If we go hit that level and then reject to the 382, okay, 382 will be around that $25 level. You can be looking, to buy auction to the upside as well. Then the other token I'm looking at too is near. Okay, so near, I have my trend line plotted here, and I'm equally going to build, a long position for near, starting from, this area of $3.1 level. Okay, from $3.1 level, I'm looking at taking longs on near, and then following that to the upside, right? So I've talked about MAV. I've talked about MAV, right? The momentum is very strong. and we just need to wait for this to play out. Okay, we just need to wait for this to play out and all of that. Let me see the volume, uh, that comes with this. Mm. So you can see that this move is supported by volume and all of that. So normally the way I use my volume stuff, um, go ahead and check this. Where is the moving average? Yeah, this moving average. Okay, and yeah, you see on this daily candle that this actually pierced above, that moving average on the volume indicator. Okay, you see that this pierced above that moving average. So it means that this move we are seeing right here is supported by volume. Okay, which is why I want to wait for the close of today's candle before I make any decision. I'm looking for long for, definitely I'm looking for long for, for MAV, but I need to wait for the close of this candle. Okay, I need to wait for the close of this candle on a daily time frame before I can actually make any decision on this token. All right. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at. Those are some of the tokens that I'm looking at. Okay. And those are some of the tokens I'm looking at. I'm ready to trade them accordingly. So guys, if there's any token you're looking at that you want me to, chat for you right now, you can just leave them on the comment. Okay. Yeah, Uma, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, guys, if there is any other token you are looking at chatting, okay, you want me to chat, look at the chat for you right now, you can leave them on the comment, okay? Leave them on the chat section so that we can look at them together. So basically, these are just the tokens that I'm looking at, okay? These are some of the tokens that I'm looking at, and I'm going to trade those tokens accordingly, okay? If they all play that, all right? I can't use daily signal post on the Telegram page because of the fact that I already have a Bybit account. Please help me. Sorry, I'm trying to understand what do you mean you can't use daily signal posted on the Telegram page because of the fact that you already have a Bybit account? Uh, is it that you cannot trade on the Bybit account, or what exactly is the issue? Okay, if you already have a Bybit account and you want to switch to our link, all you just need is do a KYC transfer. Okay. Yeah, all you just need is do a KYC transfer. Okay, sign up with the Bybit link that I've posted there. Okay, that I've posted on the Telegram. Then go to your old account, go to identity or verified identity verification or whatever. Do a KYC transfer to the new account. Send me your UID, okay? And send me your UID and all of that so that you'll be added to my list of bonuses and all of that. So when I do giveaway, when I do trading competition and all of that, okay, every month I look at, I shuffle the IDs and all of that, look at people who are doing very well. If you qualify for VIP upgrade, we give it to you, okay? If you qualify to gain rewards and all of that, we give it to you and all of that. So that's the reason why you need to sign up, with my Bybit link on the Telegram or in the video description, okay? So let's look at SUI, the SUI USDT, SUI USDT. Yeah, I just mentioned Unction. Okay, I just mentioned Unction. I told you Unction, the trade is running already. You have the option to wait. Okay, if you get a rejection at 30.1, 30.2, you can scalp that rejection down, right? But for Unction, I'm waiting for Unction, even if you can get up to $50 and all of that. So yeah. What happened? Why is the chat not loading? What is the problem? SUI doesn't want to load. What's the issue? SUI is not loading. What is the issue? SUI not loading. What is the issue, guys? Mhm. What's happening? Am I still connected or the network has disconnected? What exactly is happening? SUI is not loading. The chat is not loading. What happened?
We are hearing you. I don't know. Like over like 30 minutes, I've been trying to look for the SUI. I can't even find it. That was why I'm But
What's happening with trading view? Is there a problem? My charts are not loading. Why?
I don't know, even my profile, the chat are not good. That was why I mentioned it.
Okay, so let me switch to the browser and see what happens if it is the same thing. So SUI USDT. Let's see. Even the browser. Okay, something load up here. Let's go back to that SUI. SUI USDT. What did I do? SUI. Okay. So guys, I don't know, my chat, the browser is not loading, the web and the app too is not loading. I don't know if it is from my network. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry, Israel, sorry. Thank you for noting that, okay? Uh, Thank you for noting that. Sorry. Okay, guys. My network is actually very unstable. All right. That's why I'm on and off and all of that. So it wasn't from trading view. It's actually from my end because I got disconnected on Zoom and all of that. So my network is not stable. So what I said is, if you look at SUI, okay, I was saying that it's playing the same pattern just like the MAV we just looked at. Okay, so I told you that I'll wait for MAV daily candle to close. All right, so SUI is respecting this previous rejection area that we had there. So that's why you're seeing that rejection from that same area again. So in a case like this, okay, I don't need to overstress myself. I just use my Fibonacci retracement to and basically what I'm waiting for is a pullback, okay, to the 382 level. I want to see a rejection. Remember I drew this on the daily time frame. So I'll go to like 15 minutes, want to see a rejection. Now, when you are playing with a Fibonacci retracement, basically what you want to be paying attention to when you go to lower time frame is candle patterns, okay? Candle patterns like, bullish engulfing candle, that is, we are looking to buy, okay? Pin bar candles, okay, which are reversal candles and all of that, doji candles, hammer candles, okay. You want to pay attention to those candle patterns, the way, it closes and all of that. That will give you the decision, gives you the confidence to say, okay, I'm going to take this trade or not, okay. So basically for SUI, I'm paying attention, all right, to the 382 level, okay. I can't even use my drawing tool because of network. So I'm paying attention to the 382 level. All right. I'm paying attention to the 50% level, and I'm equally paying attention to, this 99 cent, which is around that golden level, okay? Which is around this, my golden level and all of that. Those are the levels that I'm paying attention to for SUI. All right. So the pullback is what you are going to wait for. Okay. And the rejection has started happening already. You can see, this bearish daily candle for today. All right. So we want to see how far this can go. We want to see how far this can go. But the way it is now, you can see that this particular move for today is not backed by any volume. So you just have to be careful if you are going to enter a short trade and all of that. But I'm not going to short, and I'm just waiting to buy. Now, one thing I need to let you guys know, do you know that shorting can get you liquidated faster than a long trade? Have you noticed that?
Yes, exactly,
When you are
exactly.
shorting, you can get liquidated faster than when you long. Has anyone noticed that?
Yes, 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 yes. Like
Yeah, so pay attention to that. For those of you who always want to short,
sushi and storage. Those ones are masters of shots.
so for those of you who want to see, you see a very clear uptrend and you're always looking for short, just be careful, okay? You can easily get liquidated on a short trade than, when you long and all of that. So always be careful. And the reason for that is very simple. I don't know how this thing is done, but um when you see, I don't know where I'm going to, okay, I will see a token that I will use to do that calculation for you, okay? If you see a token that comes from somewhere, like say 100%, okay, it will take that token like 50% to drop to that same position where it pumped from, all right? Just 50% drop, and that token will come from that 100% pump, okay, back to where it started from. So always be careful when you are shorting, all right? Always be careful when you are shorting. That is why you need to, meet all the criteria. Just make sure that all of your confluences are met before you take short trades and all of that. Don't just do it randomly so that you don't get taken out of the market. Okay. All right. So, yeah, other tokens you want me to look at, I
Those
have,
masters of shot, storage and sushi. Those coins, I don't even know
okay,
now. Ah,
okay, Storch. Let's look at Storch.
yeah, you see the massive shot. This coin,
Okay, so
keep
what are
it.
you looking at for Storch? What are you looking at? There's no volume right now in this market for Storch. Okay, as you can see, volume is very low. Um, so basically for storage, I think you should be looking for long. All right, be looking for long on storage. That's basically what I feel you should do right now. No volume right now, but if the volume comes in, okay, if volume comes into the market and all of that, I think a long trade will do. All right. So anything around that 0.56 level, you should be looking for long. Okay. 0.56 level, you should be looking for long. But as it is right now, no volume. All right. There is no volume. As you can see, my volume indicator here, no volume for this trade, for this market. So um, but just pay attention to this token if it is on your watch list. Pay attention to it. Okay. Maybe we could deviate down to around 50 cents. Okay, we could deviate down to 50 cents and all of that. But for me, I'll be looking for more of long trade for storage going forward. Okay, I'm looking for long for short for storage going forward. So if you're going to trade storage, just look for long setup. Okay. So anything from this 0.55 down to 0.50, I'm looking for long trade for storage. And then for the sushi, let's see what we have.
The best of the same feather.
Are they having the same pattern?
I don't even understand. The pattern are always
Okay.
similar. I just don't understand these two coins. I don't understand.
Mhm. I think I may need to put off my or switch my network, okay, to another one because not getting. So guys, you just have to bear with me. I may need to switch my network. So switching my network will mean that I'll have to go about. Okay. Um, let me see if I can make. So let me just make one of you here a co-host so that the Zoom will not end. Then I will switch my network and see if that will work better. I'll switch my network and see if that will work better because okay. So before I do that, um okay. So for sushi two, okay, very low volume in the market, very low volume in the market, but we are still up. Okay, we are still up. So guys, let me just do the switch of the network. Okay, I'll come back. Just give me 1 minute.
All right. How am I the co-host? Maybe I myself at the battle with liquidation. I mean, I want follow me go liquidation. Okay, he's back. Nice.
Ah, sorry. Each time Zoom goes off and on, it automatically moves you. I don't know what's happening now. What's happening with all these network providers? What exactly is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Guys, I don't know. I guess network won't allow us to have our meeting in peace. Hmm? The poor network will not allow us to have a meeting in peace. I don't know the reason for that. Okay, so for Sunshi too, okay, if I go back to that daily time frame, if this will allow us, I don't know, keep taking time and all of that. So this is so annoying, guys. All right. If you can hear me for all of these tokens, right? I'm just looking at, buys. I'm looking at buys because even for Sunshi, okay, so we do have a support at that 50, that 200 moving average, right? We do have a support around that area. So I'll be looking for buys on this area to the upside. Okay. So if I get Sunshi down to, oh God, what's happening? Seriously. Okay, so that's basically what I'll be looking at for the Sunshi trade and all of that. All right. This is what I'll be looking at. So I don't know. This one network is not allowing me to, actually switch all these things. I would love to look at all of these tokens you posted the STX. Okay. For STX too, I think for those of you who are following on STX USDT, for STX, I think you should be looking for buys, right? You should be looking for buys anything at 1.50, 1.55. I don't know what the current price is currently at now for STX and all of that, but I just feel STX is a buy. STX is a buy. Okay, we're at 164. All right, we're 164. I think it was last night, okay, during the class that I mentioned, STX, and then we got it back down to around that 1.555. All right. So for STX, it is a buy for me. Let me go to like the 4 hours time frame to show you a clearer picture for that. Oh, good. shy. Seriously, so annoying. XTX is a buy for me, guys. I think we're going to break this trend line, okay? On the 4 hours time frame. STX is a buy for me, all right? STX is a buy for me. STX is a buy for me. So if you are looking at XTX, okay, if you get it at 1.6, even down to that 1.54, all of that, right? Buy this token right now. Okay, buy this token right now. Put your stop loss just slightly below, maybe 1.5 or even 1.48. Okay, 1.5 or 1.48. All right, buy this token, target $2 again. All right, buy it and target $2, but your first target should be around maybe 1.8, anything around this area, 1.75, okay, and all of that, 1.8, and all of that, you should be taking profit from those areas. All right. Once you've secured your money and you're trading with just the profit you made and all of that, okay, stop loss at break even and all of that, then you can go ahead. But as it is right now, okay, there is no volume right now in the market. All right, there is no volume right now in the market. So yeah, okay, there's no volume right now in the market, but I see a buy for this token. All right, I see a buy for this token, guys. I see a buy for this token. Once this trend line breakout, sustain and there is volume in the market, then guys, that could be a move to the upside. Okay, so be looking for buy. Start preparing your backs right now. This market always take us by surprise. We could wake up and then see a pump. You could just wake up and see a dump in the market. But whatever position you are looking at, whether buy or sell, always do that. With proper risk management. Okay, proper risk management. Never go all into a position with all of your money. If you do that, you get taken out immediately. Uh, Pep. Let's look at Pep. Okay, guys. I may have to call it off because this thing will not. I don't know. I've switched from my first stuff to the second one, and yet nothing is working. Okay, all of this delay will not lead us anywhere. So I will have to call it a day here. Okay. Maybe our next Zoom call. But I'm doing this setup. Okay. I've taken note of all of your tokens. I have SRP. I have STX. I've looked at that. Okay. We've looked at storage. In fact, all of these tokens we are looking at, okay, they are all look for buys, all right? Guys, look for buys on those tokens, okay? And then I think SRP and the PEP is the only one I've not looked at from what you put on the chart. Okay, SRP and PEP is what that I've not looked at from what you put on the chart, okay? So for PEP, you see a very clear uptrend, okay? You see a clear uptrend and all of that. But the thing is, no volume in the market, all right? There's no volume in the market at the moment, okay? So for PEP, currently we are using the 50 moving average as on the 4 hours time frame, okay? We are using the 50 moving average as a support. Even my drawings are not working. That's just the issue I'm having here. That's the challenge I'm having, okay? Uh, for PEP, okay, be looking for long, guys. Be looking for long. If this candle doesn't come below If this thing doesn't go below 1.3, okay, be looking for long. If it doesn't go below 1.3, be looking for long. If we do break that level down there, then the 200 moving average could be the next area you should be looking at. Maybe around that 1.25, 1.22, down to 1.18 if possible. Okay, so I saw that 200 moving average somewhere. Okay, maybe when it pops up and then we are at that 1.18 and all of that, those could be areas where you can equally be looking, to buy and all of that. All right. But since network is not allowing me, I don't know, XRP, USDT.
Village people. Ah, wow.
Village people, they do network too, but yeah,
Village people no then that way people before. Ah,
village people, they pursue network join now. Nah, this village people know they try you. Like say, we need to send village people packing. Okay, I beg. See, the thing is, the market has been very, very boring since this ETF approval of a thing. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, what we expected didn't happen, right? All those poems that BTC can shoot up to 100K in a day. BTC can shoot up to 50K in a day. Oh boy, they approved Bitcoin ETF. ETF started trading and even did 2 billion in few hours in volume and all of that. And yet we didn't see the effect on BTC. Okay, a lot of manipulations and all of that going on. But one thing, you guys, you should pay attention to is that you know don't be deceived by looking for or always looking for shorts. Okay, don't be deceived by always looking for shorts. So, be looking for long trades, be looking for long setups and all of that. So for all of these tokens that I'm seeing very low volume and all of that, I'll go to the next support area, the next, you're looking at the daily 4 hours, 8 hours time frame. I'll be looking at the next support area, the next, um, resistance areas for breakout, and I'll basically be looking for longs. Okay, I'll basically be looking for longs on all of those. All right. The same thing goes to SRP, to PEP, storage, all of those tokens you are looking at. Okay, look at the next resistance area and start trading, those tokens there. So network will not allow us to do what we want to do. As you can see, my chart is hanging, all right, and all of that. And guys, there's nothing I can do right now. So we just have to call it a day here. When I have a good network, or maybe I'll do that with my phone network, if that will work. Okay, once I have a good network, I can chat and then send you all of the setups on the Telegram. Okay, chat, send you all of the setups on Telegram and all of that. All right. So yeah, the same thing goes for SRP too. Okay, so SRP, if I look at this area right here, I want to pay attention to that zone there. So SRP 55 cent and all of that is a good area for buys. All right, I'm not going to buy at this middle here, but if we do get down to that 55 cent area, I'm going to be looking for buys. All right, so the way it is, another thing, guys, whatever the market gives you, whether it's 10%, 20%, please take it, okay? Whether it's 10, 25%, and all of that, it all depends on the amount of money you use as a margin. Okay, so if you use like $100 per margin, for those of you who have the money and all of that, it gives you a good return. If you look use whatever you are using as a margin, okay, if the market gives you 50%, deal with that. If it gives you 20%, deal with that. Okay, depending on, because at times when you are just waiting for that 200, 300, 500%, all right, you see the market will go to 100%, and because you are waiting to make what happened, immediately start dropping, and when it's dropping, you will not pick the courage to say, okay, I want to close the trade here until it drops and drops and drops and go against you and all of that. So whatever the market gives you right now, okay, until you start seeing moves in the market, whatever you get, please take it, okay? Whatsoever you get, take it. Don't expect too much in the market. Don't expect too much in the market. If you keep expecting too much in the market, uh, you know, you you will get disappointed. You'll get disappointed and all of that. But I believe that, this move we are all waiting for will definitely come. Okay. BTC could hit a new all-time high this year, and all of that. But just patiently wait and see how all of that plays out. All right. But at the moment, everybody should become a scalper, right? If you get 10%, take it. You get 20%, take it. You get 30%, take it. If you get 100%, take it. All right. If you want to always make 100% and above, then increase your leverage. But just know that as you're increasing your leverage, okay, the more you make that money faster is the same way you lose it faster. All right. But if you always wait to buy at your point, if all of your confluences are met and all of that before you buy, I bet you, even if you use high leverage, you always scale through. Okay. Even if you use high leverage, you always scale through. All right. So before I call it a day, I don't know. My network is not good. Okay. So our boss is here. So I'm making a co-host. Maybe from his end, he will be able to share screen and, let's see how it goes. Okay. Boss, you're welcome. Um, if you can help me out, because seriously, I am on and off. Network is always dealing with me right here. So I can't do anything because of bad network. Yes, we can't hear you. I don't know. We cannot hear you. If you are speaking right now, we can't hear you. If you are using an earphone or something, maybe you unplug it and plug it back so that we can hear you. We can still hear you. I can see that your mic is muted. But we still can't hear you. Try to check your audio on the Zoom. Check the audio setting to know, make sure that you are using the right mic, because at times it will always switch either to maybe your headphone, whatever you've plugged on your system before. So try to switch the audio to make sure you're using the same mic so that we'll be able to hear you.
Hi guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Welcome.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to set up my audio. So yeah, and let me share my screen. Um, just a second. Uh, yeah, so okay, let me look at perp. I think you were looking at perp. Yeah, I was supposed to share a setup on perp yesterday, but I hadn't shared it yet. Um, I wasn't sure of my levels yet. So I think like you said, it's in a like obvious uptrend. So um I'll just be looking to enter perp maybe somewhere around here. Yeah, maybe somewhere around here should be more accurate. Um Maybe even somewhere around here. 1.18. Yeah, I think you mentioned 1.18. So yeah, I think that's a good enough level to enter prep or even a bit higher, right? But you just put your stop loss somewhere around here. Yeah, so that's it for prep. I would share a setup for prep in the Telegram channel. Yeah, so let's go to so on BTC, right? Like I mentioned yesterday, it's still quite like bullish in my opinion. So I think our position is currently in some profit. So it got to as high as like 40%, 45% profit. So I don't know if some folks here took profits, but yeah, I'm still holding the position. I just moved my stop loss to my entry price, right? I moved my stop loss up to my entry price. So I would suggest maybe you do that as well, but maybe not because it might actually still come down to somewhere around the entry, but it would definitely still go back up. So currently I'm holding my BTC position, and I think with the way BTC is just ranging right now, so I'm just looking to, like I said yesterday, trade bullish altcoins like um. So let's just go over some of the alts I mentioned yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned ING. I don't think so. Yeah, LDO. So we are actually currently on an LDO position. I am, excuse me, and it's in just a little bit profit, a little bit of profit. Yeah, so um, there's still there's still a move coming, obviously, with LDO and very like massive upward move. So that's what we are waiting on. I don't think we looked at RNDRS today. I don't think so. So I think I mentioned say okay, yeah. So I've just had a little upward move, but um, like I said, still a very very still massive potential, right? For maybe $3, whatever, $5. I don't know, but I would probably drop a setup for this as well. I'll probably drop a setup for app as well in the Telegram channel. Um, yeah, so I think we just talked about, yeah, it still obviously had like a big move up to 20, so it will just consolidate for a bit. Or yeah, so I think say saw it, yeah, say moved already. It didn't. I dropped the setup for say, but it didn't really get to my entry. It didn't even go anywhere. Not so close to my entry. So and it moved to our third take profit, our TP3. So if you got on this, like you've made some massive profits from it, like massive profit. So congrats to anyone that got on say. I don't know, some people might have entered at the current market price. So this is wow, this is 25% move times 7x. Wow, that's a lot of profits for anyone who entered this same trade. So big ups. I mentioned it yesterday. I also mentioned buying it on spot. So if you did buy it on spot yesterday when I spoke about it, you're up 14% already. So yeah, you guys will be printing a lot of like good money right now. Um, okay, so let me go to um, so I just clocked that when I was talking about perp, my
I didn't hear
screen
you
was
talk
actually
now.
my screen was actually on Bitcoin. So I don't think you guys saw what I was talking about on the perp chart. So I'll just go over it again. Like I said, and digital mentioned entering somewhere around 1.8, 1.18. So yeah, I totally agree with that. And just get your levels right for your stop loss, and yeah, you're good to go because like prep is it still looks bullish. Looks it looks like it's in an uptrend. So not looks like it is in an uptrend. So look out for that. So if you notice some of the tokens that I talked about yesterday, some of them are already up, right? They're already seeing a lot of movement. So, but you also notice some that haven't moved yet. They are still around where we talked about them, or maybe just a little above where we talked about them. So these are tokens you should look to be buying, should look to be trading. That's why I take my time to like go over a lot of them because if you, I mentioned that as BTC is ranging, you should look to trade um assets that are bullish, right? Should look to be on this token because you can see like massive 30%, 40%, even 100% moves from some of these tokens, right? So for the ones that, even the ones that have moved, like maybe say it's still not late to buy it, those that haven't moved, when you want to trade, um, on your own, if you want to get some setups, right? You can just look at these tokens. Just always keep your eye on them. All these ones I always talk about, say, um, SIA and PERP, I think Akam. So yeah, so just always have them on your watch list. So when you want to trade, you just look at them. You might see like some really good setups. So we spoke about KDA yesterday. It's another one that hasn't moved. Not yet, right? But it's actually still a good buy because I'd look to have my entry somewhere around here and 1.15 maybe. So I should definitely drop a setup for KDA. I will drop a setup for KDA in the Telegram channel. So let me just have those down. I said I'll drop a setup for said I'll drop a setup for KDA and for AB. What's the third one? Just a second, so I don't forget. Hmm. Yeah, I actually do not remember the first token I said I'll drop a setup for. Um, but if anyone remembers, please you can remind me. I remember talking about AB and then PEP. I think it was PEP. Yeah, it was Pep. So let's move on. Let's look at Villa OMG. This is an old message. So yeah, so I also dropped the setup for KDA, Pep and AB. So what else? What else? What else? Or the yeah, always a good buy, but just get your levels right with Audi. You can see this is a very patient entry I have here, right? So I don't know, you might want to enter above, or yeah, I will just be patient and wait for it. I will drop the setup as well. So that's Audi. Um, yeah, you can see Akam has moved already. Um, talked about Akam yesterday. It was always going to have like a very big move. He got as high as almost 0.8, and then he retraced. This is this is almost a 40% retracement here. So getting back to 0.8, to almost 30%. So that's massive potential. So I'll probably look to get an entry on Akam, but maybe not yet. Maybe in the coming days, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have another look at it. But for now, I don't think I would like to enter up here. So maybe somewhere here. So we'll see how the trade develops. I'll just leave this here. So I'll look at it later. So potentially something like this for account, right? Um, BLZ, we are currently on a BLZ position. If you've entered, what this looks like it hits our take profit. Yeah, I actually didn't see that till now. Just check my I don't think it did. Yeah, so I don't know about this move on BLZ, but if you haven't entered, I dropped a setup for this yesterday night. So if you haven't entered, like just check it out and try to get an entry here. Because obviously you can see it's obviously going to come back up here. So, yeah, so if- what else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? Are there any tokens you guys want me to look at? Just post it in the chat box and I'll take a look at it. I dropped a setup for Rose. I dropped a setup for Rose. So just take a look at it and maybe get an entry. Yeah. So these are some of the tokens I'm looking at. I think I mentioned I look at over 8 to 10 assets. So I'll drop around 4 signals in the Telegram group, right? So you just take a look at them and trade some of them. If you can't get on all, depending on your capital, depending on your risk, yeah, and your risk appetite. But yeah, we should um obviously like BTC, like I said, it soon have its big move. Yeah, back to somewhere at least around 45K at the very least. So odds would also follow as well. So just try to get on as many positions as you can right now. Hold as many good tokens as you can. But please ensure you have your stop loss in place and yeah. Always take profit. Always take profit. Yeah, so I think that will be all from me and digital. If there's nothing else, maybe we can wrap up for today.
Hello, boss.
Yeah,
So yesterday you made mention of giving people, putting some people on WhatsApp because you said there's some things you want to show us on WhatsApp. So you said you're going to drop it on Telegram or something like that. I didn't see the WhatsApp.
yeah. My apologies. I'll drop it there right now. I'll drop it right now. I just skipped my mind.
And another thing I want to ask is this. I don't know when you finish here. Maybe can you help me? That's this Phantom wallet. I downloaded this morning,
Okay.
but I want to transfer the bunk I have on my Bybit. I can't do it. I don't know how you
Okay.
can help us.
So what you do in your Phantom wallet, right? You copy your Solana wallet address, right? Can you do that?
Should I share my
Then
screen? Okay, or go to Phantom. Okay, let me.
you can, I guess. You can. If you can you
Okay,
share your screen?
okay. You said only the host can share in this meeting. Can you hear me, sir?
Try it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it, but okay. Let me.
No, try it again.
Okay. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
So you can't.
I can.
Okay, okay. Now, okay, I'm opening the Phantom wallet.
So
It's
click
open.
on click on Solana,
Okay,
click on deposit.
done.
Yeah, so you copy this address,
Okay,
then you go to Bybit.
combine it.
Assets, then spot,
Asset.
then spot. Okay, where's your bunk?
It's an if I go on trade, it's an asset here.
Okay, so you go back to assets,
Okay,
click on transfer.
okay,
So transfer from your unified trading account to your funding account. Unified trade, just swap it. Just swap it.
okay,
Yes. Where USDT is, click there and select bunk.
okay.
Yeah, max
Yeah,
and confirm. So
done.
click on withdraw, click on bunk. Input the address you copied earlier.
Okay,
Select the maximum amount and then you withdraw. Click withdraw. So now you have to go off and then input your just click on any field outside where you are right now. So the withdraw button can be highlighted.
It's not.
Click outside. Click outside where you are. Just click. Okay, click above the where the withdrawal fee is written. Click on it.
Okay.
Yes, withdraw. So now you have to go and put your details, your passwords, and all that stuff, and then
Okay, my password on.
you'll be asked for a code that will be sent to your email, and then either it if you have 12A on, you'll be sent a 6-digit code to um your SMS, or if you're using Google Authenticator, you can use that. So you just
Okay.
have to go off here. You can do that on that's what I mentioned.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's all. So I would send the WhatsApp group info. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get it done now. So okay, digital, does anyone have any other questions? If not, we can go. Please, any questions you have, feel free to ask before we go. All right, so since there's no other questions, I'll wrap it up here, guys. Yeah, so I'll drop in those 4 signals I mentioned. Yeah, so see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Who be this one? What's going on here? Has the boss finished? What's going on? Who is sharing screen? Do you know that you are putting your funding password on the screen? Ha! Hey, and this village people they pursue Nana. So who be this? Who is sharing screen now?
It's Solomon.
Solomon,
Solomon. Yeah, I'm just.
what are you doing? You're putting whether not funding password or whatever on the screen. What is happening? Wait till they withdraw. You want withdraw?
Yeah, I want to transfer my this on Phantom. So a boss was telling me how to do it. So I don't know that it's showing.
Right? Is it to withdraw that is the problem, or what exactly are you facing? What exactly is the problem?
I was trying to send it to Phantom Wallet, but it's not connecting. It's not going.
Is that not the Phantom Wallet address there?
Yeah, it have showed me that. I was on. I showed my.
And you stop sharing, you go and withdraw your money now. Just go and withdraw since you are using funding password.
Okay.
You stop sharing and you go and withdraw the stuff. Okay, guys. I think we'll call it a day here. See you guys tomorrow, and just expect some signals on the group. Okay, we'll just analyze chat offline and send to the Telegram. Okay, we'll analyze chat and send to the Telegram and all of that. So take advantage of them. And guys, bye 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 bye. Enjoy yourself. Okay. The video for the the staking of Bonk, okay, how to use Imagine5, Jupiter, all those platforms in order to qualify for airdrops, okay, will be made available. All right, will be made available tomorrow. So when you see that video, go ahead and take advantage of the Imagine5 stuff and start, enjoying yourself. I believe that's what this guy is trying to do, okay? Yeah, so bye-bye everyone and see you guys tomorrow.